Overpowered main characters completely dominate the anime scene right now, but finding the truly exceptional ones is tough. Here is the ultimate countdown you need. Kicking off our list at number 10, my status as an assassin obviously exceeds the hero. Akira Oda gets summoned to a fantasy world alongside his classmates. While others receive flashy magical classes, Akira is given the seemingly mediocre assassin role. However, he quickly realizes his base stats are actually far higher than the legendary hero, forcing him to hide his true overwhelming combat power entirely. This series perfectly captures the satisfying thrill of an underdog who secretly holds all the cards. The stealth mechanics add a brilliant layer of strategy rarely seen in standard power fantasies. You will love watching him casually outsmart arrogant royals while delivering devastatingly swift justice from the dark, unperceived shadows. Moving down the rankings to number 9, Noble Reincarnation, Born Blessed. So I'll obtain ultimate power. Reborn as Noah Ararat, the 13th prince of a massive empire, our protagonist possesses an incredibly broken, unique skill. His magical strength and limitless potential scale directly with the loyalty of his followers. Noah steadily recruits powerful allies, absorbing their skills to absolutely dominate a fierce and deadly succession war. What makes this adaptation spectacular is how it blends raw dominance with smart political maneuvering. Noah does not just punch his way through problems, he builds an unstoppable loyal faction. The animation during his magic absorption sequences looks breathtaking, making his inevitable rise to the throne ridiculously entertaining to witness. Keeping the momentum going at number 8, Kunan the Sorcerer. Born completely blind, young Kunan decides to use advanced water magic to craft artificial eyes for himself. After only 5 months of intense study, his ridiculous talent surpasses his instructor entirely. He conjures complex aquatic familiars and utilizes ingenious magical constructs, eventually becoming the most talented spellcaster in the kingdom. I'm absolutely blown away by the creative application of elemental spells here. Kunan redefines the overpowered archetype by relying purely on brilliant ingenuity rather than brute force. The gorgeous visual effects portraying his liquid creations elevate every scene, guaranteeing an inspiring and visually stunning fantasy experience you cannot miss. Taking to the skies at number 7, Reincarnated as a dragon hatchling. A human awakes in a harsh fantasy forest, shockingly reborn as a helpless dragon egg. Stripped of usual cheat abilities, he must survive terrifying local monsters to hatch and evolve. Through relentless combat and constant level grinding, he slowly mutates from a weak creature into an apocalyptic legendary dragon beast. Seeing a protagonist literally start at the bottom of the food chain makes his eventual immense power incredibly rewarding. The terrifying monster designs and brutal survival aspects keep the tension extraordinarily high. It is a phenomenal monster progression story that perfectly balances gritty survival with epic final evolutionary combat transformations. Changing the meta entirely at number 6. The strongest job is apparently not a hero or a sage, but an appraiser. Hibiki Manabe suddenly finds himself transported into a dangerous world overflowing with roaming monsters. Given the seemingly useless job of an appraiser, he quickly realizes this role is fundamentally broken. By utilizing complete informational dominance and allying with an elf named Amalia, Hibiki swiftly builds an incredibly powerful adventuring party. This series excels by turning a mundane support skill into an absolute weapon of mass destruction. I find his analytical combat style a breath of fresh air compared to typical reckless brawlers. The dynamic party interactions are highly entertaining, making it an insanely fun watch for any hardcore fantasy enthusiast. Breaking into our top 5 at number 5, The Daily Life of the Immortal King, Season 5. Wang Ling returns as the invincible cultivation prodigy who just wants a normal high school experience. Despite wearing special amulets to suppress his realm-shattering powers, cosmic threats continuously force his hand. This new season pushes his limits as ancient demons and rival factions violently threaten his peaceful daily routine. Nobody does deadpan comedy combined with god-tier animation quite like this masterpiece. Seeing him accidentally destroy entire galaxies while merely trying to eat noodles never gets old. The breathtaking fight choreography remains elite, cementing its legendary status as the absolute peak of modern overpowered martial arts cultivation comedy anime. surpassing all expectations at number 4, Jack of all trades, party of none. Orundura is ruthlessly expelled from his elite hero party for being an average enchanter. Forced to survive alone, he quickly discovers his extreme versatility is actually unparalleled genius. Mastering a perfect combination of rapid swordplay and swift magical casting, he casually solos deadly labyrinths that decimate normal veteran adventurers. This phenomenal revenge trope execution feels so incredibly validating to watch unfold. The combat sequences where Orun flawlessly chains different magical abilities together are visual poetry. I fiercely admire his psychological resilience, proving decisively that immense adaptability always defeats raw singular talent in the brutal depths of a monster dungeon. Unleashing absolute chaos at number 3, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3, The Culling Game. Yuji Itadori and his desperate allies plunge directly into Kenjaku's sadistic metropolitan death tournament. The deadly Culling Game forces newly awakened sorcerers and ancient curse users to slaughter each other for points. Surviving requires unmatched brutal combat techniques as they navigate constantly shifting alliances and terrifying new enemy domain expansions. Studio Mappa absolutely delivers cinematic perfection with this ridiculously violent story arc. The animation budget is clearly astronomical, bringing the absolute peak of modern shonen battles to life. You will be screaming at your screen during the chaotic showdowns, which feature some of the darkest character development in anime history. Claiming the runner-up spot at number 2, easygoing territory defense by the optimistic lord reincarnated as a noble child, young Van is ruthlessly banished to a collapsing frontier village because his production magic seems useless. However, he quickly realizes his creative abilities are actually godlike. He instantly constructs massive battlements, crafts legendary weapons, and effortlessly transforms his ruined territory into an impenetrable, prosperous fortress. Watching a cheerful child effortlessly humiliate stuck-up nobles with superior engineering magic is ridiculously entertaining. It is deeply satisfying to see brilliant city-building mechanics merge flawlessly with explosive magical defenses. This show provides a delightfully wholesome, yet intensely overpowered experience that completely revitalizes the standard exile fantasy genre. And finally, reigning supreme at number 1, playing death games to put food on the table. Yuki is a professional death game participant who willingly enters lethal traps just to survive financially. Trapped inside an eerie mansion filled with lethal locked room puzzles, she must outsmart sadistic game masters. Relying entirely on her genius intellect and ruthless cunning, she constantly manipulates opponents to secure ultimate victory. The sheer psychological intensity makes this anime a masterpiece of modern suspense. Yuki breaks the mold of typical overpowered heroes because her true weapon is unyielding mental superiority. The mind games are phenomenally written, ensuring you sweat through every terrifying episode while she ruthlessly dominates those impossible bloody death challenges. These 10 incredible anime prove that overpowered characters absolutely still dominate the screen when written brilliantly. Now it is your turn to speak up. Which of these legendary powerhouses stands at the top of your personal list? Drop your ultimate undisputed F.